Let's bring in Pulitzer Prize-winning editorial writer for The Washington Post and MSNBC contributor Jonathan Capehart, who we are excited to announce. Yes, Jonathan, you will be sitting down with President Barack Obama for a special interview following the release of the former president's new book, and they'll be joined by members of the My Brother's Keeper initiative for a candid conversation on how a divided country can heal. The exclusive cable interview with President Obama will air this Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern right here on MSNBC. Jonathan, that's amazing. We really look forward to that. And also, just your thoughts on Michelle Obama's post as she tries to very carefully place her words, and she comes out when it's really important. And it is when you listen to the doctor who just preceded this interview, the coronavirus is running rampant in this country. It's a pandemic that other countries have been able to get under control, and this presidency, for whatever reason, refuses to do so, but now refuses to hand over information to help the president-elect and his team do the job that needs to be done.
You know, Mika, thank you very much for having me on, and thank you for the kudos on the very exciting special that we're going to do on Thursday. You know, people who have followed the Obamas, both President Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama, know that their relationship, particularly her relationship to politics, is very fraught. She doesn't like politics. She doesn't like how the games are played. And so, but what we have seen this year alone, we have heard more from Michelle Obama in this past calendar year than related to politics than we have during the entirety of their 8 years in the White House. And to me, what that signals is, one, her concern for this country, for democracy, what President Trump and his administration means to who we are as a people, and also the foundation of our country. But also in that lengthy Instagram post, what comes through in that post, in her convention speech, in the digital ad that she put out just before the election, is her upset and her justified anger over what President Trump did in terms of attacking her husband, attacking her family, and what that did to the safety and security of her family, which she gets into in that Instagram post. You know, for former First Lady Michelle Obama, in this year, what we are seeing is the political is personal. It's personal for her because these attacks on her family have a direct impact. But it's also personal for her because she loves this country and she doesn't like to see the impact of what Trump is doing, especially as the former First Lady of the United States. You showed the pictures of her standing on the east front of the Capitol on January 20th, 2017, being a part of the American apparatus, being a part of the system that keeps this country and this democracy going. She played and she was an active participant. The idea that President Trump refuses to continue that tradition is galling.
Yeah. It's also really dangerous, and it's going to impact the coronavirus efforts. Gene.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.